I keep looking at this Iron Man 3 down here, and where 3, like, in my head, I know that that 3 is inside of a light, but it also low key looks like an iron.
25
25 Slays of Christmas.
Slays
Oh
of
my goodness.
Christmas. We're already at Slay 7, man. 7 down.
Lucky number 7.
What,
Christmas.
17 more to go.
Is that facts? I don't know. It
18.
might be.
18.
Math on the spot like that ain't my.
One of the two.
Might
I'm
be.
in the ballpark. That's all that matters.
I don't know. It'll pop up on screen once this is edited. But Slay 7.
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
Nice little holiday step aside. We've had a couple superhero ones coming up. You know, we had Batman Returns. Now we got Iron Man 3.
Yeah, we had to cleanse the palate of the lodge.
Pretty much, yeah.
And go back into the Holly Jolly.
A nice
Iron
one.
Man 3.
Yeah, nice little. Kind of make you question some things about yourself and family at the same time. Iron Man 3.
Yeah. A lot of people hate on Iron Man 3.
I can see why.
Which I get it, I guess. I get it, you know. I got it then. I get it now.
Yeah.
But I have always enjoyed Iron Man 3. It's probably, honestly, for me, it's probably my favorite of the 3 Iron Man movies.
Yeah.
Just because it feels so different, you know, and fresh, and I like the Christmas vibes. You know, now we know what a full Marvel Christmas feels like with Hawkeye out right now. But this was the first taste of Christmas in the MCU that we got. And I always dug it. Directed by Shane Black, who is notorious for making Christmas his backdrop. And, you know, obviously a lot of people weren't happy with the Mandarin situation. But that led to bigger and better things, in my opinion, down the line. We just got Shang-Chi this year and kind of picked up the pieces of that. So that was nice.
It was nice to see Ben Kingsley again over there in that one.
Yeah. Because I never hated the character, you know? Like, I feel like most people just hated the character of Trevor Slattery just because it felt like a slap in the face of, like, you thought you were getting this character, but you're not. But I did enjoy the character he played. So I'm glad to see him get that second chance coming back in Shang-Chi and people really enjoying his character this time around. I liked there were quite a few extra people in here. A lot of people I forget have been in the MCU. Rebecca Hall as I forget her name in this, but she was like the girlfriend, not really the girlfriend, the scientist that he met back in the day that turns out to kind of be a villain. She's really great in this. So is Guy Pearce as the leader of AIM.
The Mandarin. I don't know who he was at the end, but
yeah, I forget what. Again, I'm forgetting names here.
I feel like he called himself the Mandarin at the end.
He did call himself the Mandarin at the end. Aldrich Killian is his name.
There you go.
I knew it was in there. I knew it was in there somewhere. Yes, Aldrich Killian. Just as I'm sure Rebecca Hall's character is up there somewhere as well, but I can't pull that one out of the ether. This was one as well that I read the comic before seeing the movie that it was heavily based off of, the Extremis storyline. And it's cool that we do still see shades of some of the events of Iron Man 3 in the MCU still. You know, again, Shang-Chi, we got to see one of the soldiers that was all juiced up on Extremis in the fighting arena, fighting a Black Widow. So it's cool, those little details that make the tapestry of the MCU. Like, even the smallest things are still relevant. But yeah, I enjoy this one.
I'm sure AIM will pop back up at some point.
Oh, I'd imagine so. And yeah,
there's a lot. That's where Pepper gets the Extremis put in her. So I don't think that's anything that they've ever addressed since.
No, I don't think so.
So
I don't think so. I want to say they may have gotten it out of her. Like I feel like there's a scene at the end of this movie where they like put her under and did some sort of thing to her to fix that, but I who the fuck knows.
I don't know. It's probably
My
a one-liner somewhere.
right. My favorite part about Iron Man 3 was that this movie is so much about like dealing with like post traumatic stress and like identity and shit like that. And like, I love that. I love that about Iron Man 3. You know, like Iron Man and Iron Man 2, you still see him coming out of this arrogancy of Tony Stark. But I think Iron Man 3 is really like when the curtain starts to get pulled back and you see that's my favorite part of the MCU. You know, I was thinking that watching Hawkeye recently is I just love seeing the repercussions, you know, of these events. It's like, how would that affect somebody? And we get to see that play out. Like, you know, if you were Tony Stark and you flew that missile up into the portal in the sky and everything, like, how is that going to affect you moving forward? Well, it affected him greatly, as we see in this movie, and he struggles a lot with that. That's where, you know, he learns, you know, if you're nothing without the suit, you don't deserve it, which he will later go on to tell Peter Parker, you know. And so I feel like Iron Man 3 was definitely a very big piece of the puzzle. It kicked off phase 2. It was the first movie after the Avengers.
It was, yeah.
A
I
dope
enjoyed
shit.
it. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was an enjoyable. I remember at the time as Batman, Dark Knight Rises came out. I think the
Mhm.
same time, and a lot of comparisons to the characters and what Batman was going through, what Iron Man was going through. Two movies that started the same time, I believe, too, as well. Around the same time, I believe Iron Man was in theaters
I
whenever.
actually believe Iron Man 3 came out the next year in 2013.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, like they were two. To me, there were kind of two movies that were playing a trilogy that went on at the same time, kind of.
I got you.
So
I
I
feel you.
saw the similarities, like Dark Knight Rises. You had Batman broken, and he had to learn to be built back up and come back and
Mhm.
be better. And Iron Man, same difference in it. But I always liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. That's we got to see the Iron Patriot for the first
Yeah,
time
yeah.
and last time. I think that was a one and done thing because even the characters within the movie did not like the Iron Patriot.
Yeah,
But
true.
yeah, and Iron Man 3, I don't know. It's still Iron Man 3. I feel like we still aren't done feeling the repercussions of that movie. I feel like there's still more things that are going to come up in the future of the MCU that are coming out of that movie in particular. Like the kid, you know, the little scientist kid in Tennessee that he meets. Like, yeah, he came back in Endgame for the funeral, but it's like there's got to be more to that. I wouldn't be
True.
surprised if maybe he shows up in Ironheart or something. But
We'll have to
yeah,
see. We'll have to see.
I enjoy this one quite a bit.
Yeah. What would you score this one?
I would probably have to go with I'd go with an 8 out of 10.
I went with 7 out of 10 for this one, only because I was kind of upset about the Mandarin thing, but
Hmm.
I get it. But at the same time, it was at that time I was like, that's whack.
I feel you. I wasn't that connected to it, which is why I didn't care at the time. So I was like, whatever. Especially when they pretty much immediately released that short film, All Hail the King, like either later that same year or the next year, where they flat out said like the real Mandarin is out there, and I was like, okay,
Right.
you know. So I was all good with it. I was like, that's fine. But
But yeah, man,
I do get it.
still a good movie all around.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I vibe with it.
It's a good one.
It's a Christmas classic.
Debatable.
So I hope you're I hope you're having a great holiday and enjoying your time this month. It's been weirdly warm, not too cold, so
Yeah,
I'm with it.
yeah. It seems it's just kind of slipping by too. Before we know it, it'll be the new year.
It will.
So
2022.
here we come.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 2022.
Ooh.
I can already see all the party lines going right now with that, and it's brace your Facebook eyes for that because you're gonna be fucking seeing that with everybody's little photo albums. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 2022. I'm calling it right now.
You
Slate
should do it
7.
right now. When we get off of here, you go make that meme and you just get ahead of this. Get viral, bring them back to chaseandshep.com,
I
where
mean,
you
I
can find
should.
all things
I
Chase and
should just
Shep.
say I would like. I can just. I can already feel it. So we got you.
There we go.
There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it
Follow
here first.
All right. Well, smooches, deuces, all through the night. We'll see you tomorrow with another sleigh.
Another slide. Peace.
Well, I can stop it this time.
Jingle bells, Jack Frost smells, Bill Goldberg laid an egg. Max fucked up and Cody sucks, but Santa got away. Hey, jingle bells, Jack Frost smells, Bill Goldberg laid an egg. Max fucked up and Cody sucks, but Santa got away. Hey.